Hello, everybody, and welcome back to House Flipper, the game that will not come between a man and his radiator. Nope. If you don't know the context of that, go watch episode 1. Listen to the story of Sarah and her ex-boyfriend, because apparently he likes things hot. But that's not today's episode. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different, and as you can see, I painted my little shack blue and gave it a new door and a garden outside. This is going to be the focus of this episode, by the way. We're going to do a little bit of gardening. Also, I have my PR expert out here for anybody who wants to request my services. They can speak with him first, and he can lead them in. But yep, first things first, we're going to check our archived mail, because that's where everything is pretty much. And we're going to check out Eveline Halls. She's going to be our first customer of the day. A bit of gravel and a couple of bushes. Hello, I work at home in my dentist's office. I could deal with all kinds of teeth cavities, but not with the holes and weeds in my garden. Please lay some gravel on the front part of my yard to get rid of these. Also, could you plant something on there to make it look better? Kindest regards, Eveline Hawes. So this is quite the paint job she has for her house. Not something I would pick for myself, but, you know, to each their own. So, in a lot of these, and even in the ones that don't involve gardening, you will see a ton of weeds in the yard. And what's interesting, I'm not sure when the garden pack was introduced, but I imagine a lot of people were wanting to get rid of this and mow their grass, which we'll get to in just a few minutes. It is much easier in this job, especially, to get rid of the weeds first before you try to lay any gravel and create the garden that she wants, because these actually, see, I don't know if you could tell, I'm kind of being jerked around. These have collision. So, you know, and you'll see in a minute that gravel is pretty precise. It drives me crazy sometimes, especially with some of the bigger jobs. In a lot of simulation games, you know, you have a landscape editor, and I'm so glad you can't go out of bounds here. I just found that out today, because for some reason I feel like I was able to get outside the fence at one point. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I was imagining it. But this part is a little bit easier than the other sections that you have to do, because everything is, you know, bordered in, and you can't really put gravel on top of anything else that you shouldn't have. I need to pay attention to the gravel color, because I've messed up before and placed the wrong gravel in the wrong spots. But these are the same, so that makes things a little bit easier. So, you know, going back to Sarah, because of course I like to gossip about the characters that we can't even see. I was thinking about the whole situation where she realized that he had stolen something through face spam, which obviously is Facebook. But who? Oh no, I went out of bounds. Oh gosh, I can fix that. I can fix it. I can fix it. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Sarah too much. But who would broadcast that? Like, what did her ex-boyfriend do? You know, like, haha, I ransacked my ex-girlfriend's house and I stole her radiator. Like, what? What? Why would you do that? And, you know, she told us not to get involved with the police. Like, she said, don't tell the police about it. She'll handle it herself. But I mean, if he's broadcasting it, I mean, can't they just get him anyway? Like, is that not possible? I don't know how the law works, but I would imagine that would be kind of similar to turning things in. But yeah, here we go. I can fix this. Let's try our best to even this out. Okay, that looks a little rough, but that'll just have to do. I've seen some people really misuse Facebook and really put themselves in so much trouble by just airing out their dirty laundry. And for what? It's like, you know, you're angry in this moment, but you're not going to be in a few days. What's the why risk losing your job over like 5 minutes of anger? You know, if you're mad at somebody, don't let them get the last laugh by, you know, you ultimately being miserable. It's just silly. People are so silly. They do things in the heat of the moment, and, you know, myself included. I've never done anything like that, though. But of course I've said some stupid things. I've definitely said stupid things. But, I haven't incriminated myself like Sarah's ex-boyfriend. Okay, cool. So all the gravel is, I almost said planted. You don't plant gravel. Is placed. And now, so I've done this a few times, and there just has not been a coniferous shrub that I like. I mean, there are tons of them, and I haven't used all of them, but my gosh, I haven't used the long ones, like more of the horizontal ones, kind of like this. I've used like tall, skinny ones. This one's actually kind of nice, because it's both kind of fat and has some verticality to it. I don't want a tree. I've seen what this looks like, and it's pretty big, but I haven't seen what this one looks like. And of course you could pick different styles too, and that's just so overwhelming. I don't know what would look best, but look at this. I love how different all of these look when you look at them in the catalog. It's so cool. I actually kind of like that one. What is this? Juniperus chinensis? Okay. Butchered that, but oh, Blue Alps. That's a lot easier to say. I put double chins in that. That was nuts. Let's go ahead and buy mini. Let's see how big this is. Oh, it's pretty big. I don't want to put this... So, usually I would put these in the corner, but I don't think I like that anymore for any of them. Just because, you know, being so close to the path, like if she wants to do... What's her name? Eveline? Maybe she could place all the plants around it. I'm going to place this in the middle. We're going to see how this looks. I'm not really trusting myself right now because I've failed this so many times. And by fail, I mean I have failed myself. As long as you plant 4, Eveline is happy. But I don't think I want to put one of these for these because this already has 2 shrubs. I do have to put something here though. But I want to do something that maybe fits between these instead of just having the same thing. I love how when you spray it with water, how it lights up. That's so cool. That's so cool. Like, I'm getting so amped about these plants. It's so freaking awesome. Like, what the heck? Oh, that looks nice. This actually looks nice. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've even used these in this job, and I like how that looks because she has, you know, a lot of opportunity to place things around it, maybe some things that are smaller. But let's go for these now. Let's find something. What does this look like? I'm just gonna. Ew, I don't like it. What about something tall and skinny? I'm probably gonna change the color. Look at how tall that is. No way. No way. That's too much. We'll go a little bit smaller. Let's do this. Let's pick a light color. Yeah, that doesn't look good. I hate when you back out of the thing and it all disappears. But I guess, I mean, it makes sense why it does that. I just get annoyed real easily. All of these are so tall. Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? In the spirit of putting things in the middle, let's just put them in the middle. Let's just do this. This is probably... Oh, it's probably uneven. But that's fine. Ooh, that poked my eye out. Oh no, it is off. Wait, it hadn't been planted yet. It is off center. Oh no. Look at the mini map at the top. No, it's slightly off. This one was pretty good. I did a good job with this one. This one's a little too far to the left though. But that's okay. I hope Eveline doesn't throw out her measuring tape to check the distance between each shrub. Hopefully she'll just have the mind and inspiration to garden and do everything herself. Also, just a note, you cannot go inside their houses in these gardening tasks. If you're outside, you got to stay outside. You can actually kind of peek in and see inside the house. This one, she's pretty well blinded. So, but yeah, some of them you can see in, and really the interior just looks like the exterior. But anyway, we're done with this task, and yeah, I think it turned out much better than my previous attempts at this, if I'm being honest. Also, I've never gotten this excited about gardening before in my life, so this is a first. It's caught in a video, so hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, the before and afters in that one really it made me feel a little better about my decisions with the tall coniferous shrubs. But anyway, so in this one we're going to go visit Ethan Jones's house. You need to remove the bushes. He is very direct, very forceful. You need to do this. And then he starts off, "Hey there, I have a bit of a problem. I tried to deal with weeds in my garden and got some kind of herbicide to get rid of them. Luckily, just to test it out, I used it on a couple of them and quickly realized that it's extremely effective. It destroyed the weeds as well as my bushes. I'm really glad I didn't spray it all over my yard, but unfortunately I did it right in front of the entrance. Now the plants in that area are dried up and look pathetic. Please wipe them out and fill that spot with some fresh grass. Oh, and if you could mow my lawn as well, that would be fantastic. Best regards, Ethan." Yet another fun paint job. So as you can see, we're dropped where poor Ethan has destroyed his bushes. We'll get to them last, but first I want to mow his lawn. So as you can see, we do have the petrol lawnmower, but I'm not going to use it yet because when you get this job, you don't have that unlocked yet. So I'm going to use the weed whacker just so you could see it in action. Luckily, Ethan does not have a large yard to deal with, and I greatly appreciate that. That's actually my dream. I mean, I can mow a lawn, you know, big deal, but having one that's small and easy to maintain is like dream come true. Because I do feel like, you know, I would maybe need to hire somebody to do it, because it's just one of those things I don't want to do. I don't like mowing the grass. That's like one of my least favorite chores. But at least in this game it's easy, because you can run with this thing. Oh look, he has a pool. Maybe one of these days they'll add water effects. And it'll be, you know, a little more realistic to jump inside. It is kind of funny playing this and also playing Phasmophobia at the same time and seeing some of the same assets in both games, and also some of the same sound effects. It's kind of trippy. But luckily there are no ghosts here as far as I know. Okay, what am I... Oh. Is it done? Did I get all the yard? Cool! So yeah, that's the quick way to get around. But yeah, speaking of Phasmophobia, you actually move a lot slower in that game than you do in here. And 2, you can't jump. I don't know how jumping would help you in Phas, though. Oh, mercy. Is it... Why is he parking there? He has a garage. He should just come in. I've not noticed the car there. That's so funny. I've done this job a few times, and I'm just now seeing the car. But now we have to get rid of the bushes. The bushes that he destroyed with his herbicide. Did he say anything about reading the label? You know, because there are some that don't damage, you know, things that you have already. Well, I don't know. Maybe all of them do. Because how does the herbicide know what's like an actual plant that you want to keep in a weed? I don't know how any of this works. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. So this is probably one of my least favorite tasks in the game. Maybe not anymore. Maybe now that I understand how rolling the grass works, it's not. But I know it was frustrating in the beginning. Only because, like, if you place this here, like on the side here, then I don't think you're able to roll it out. But then trying to find the right spot where you're able to roll it and not leave any gaps, it's kind of tough. See, like, I left that gap there, and now... Okay, good, it counted, but it's still kind of stressing me out. I have to fix this. I'm not satisfied. You don't really get to do this that much, so that's also kind of a plus. You know, they introduce you to rolling the grass here, and then they don't really bring it back in any of the other tasks, spoiler alert. At least not that I saw. But like I said, it's much better now than it was when I did it the first time. Yay! Does it look good? Are there gaps? There are gaps. Oh shoot! I didn't go all the way to the fence and there was a gap. Oh no. Time to buy some extra smalls. This is so bad for me. Because I can't just walk away and let this be. Why do I need to be this way? Everything's all mowed. His grass is laid out. He's gonna have to do this part himself because I can't get rid of those bushes. I don't think. Is it gonna tell me this isn't Thief Simulator? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, that's just gonna have to be another day. So I'm gonna be honest, it's a little upsetting that the before and afters did not show Ethan's front yard at all. That is what required the most work, and yet we get 3 shots of the backyard instead. This game, I swear, it needs to pick a little better what it takes pictures of. I worked so hard on that to get everything perfect, but anyway. Our last job for the day is going to be Xavier Volsky? I think you say the W's like V's in this last name, but anyway. A small lawn and pool. Hello, I haven't been home in a while, and well, it's gotten a bit overgrown. I haven't gotten time for mowing, especially because my plot is quite large, so I'll gladly hand over the work. Moreover, I'd love to have a decent swimming pool in the garden. Please place it near the terrace. Regards, Xavier Wolski. So, apparently Xavier has been gone long enough to where his house has been vandalized by a giant tangerine. That's just sad. That's vandalism. Anyway, so this is the job where you unlock the lawnmower, which is awesome. A lot of you are going to see me miss spots. I'm so sorry. It's going to drive me crazy too, but I'll get back. I'll get around to them eventually, and maybe use the weed whacker instead, because that is sometimes easier to deal with small spaces. But this is the lawnmower. Very cool. Oh shoot! Until you run into a post. But yeah, Xavier has a giant yard. So this is not one where I would want to use the weed whacker exclusively. So I'm glad that they gave us this option here. This is actually going to take a little bit, so I'm probably going to cut some of it out. I'm pretty much just going in a big Pac-Man circle. Just waka 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 the grass. Look at this perfectly, this perfect line of of grass that I left. That's so bad. I'm so bad at this. Oh my gosh, you guys! I just realized. Look in the bottom right. You can actually change the speed. It did get faster. Look, watch this. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There's not much left to mow, but look. Oh my gosh. I'm racing. This is awesome. Freshly cut grass, it warms my heart. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. It's so fast. Alright, so the grass is completely mown. Mown? It's mowed. The grass is mowed. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so back to what I was saying before about looking inside some of the houses of the clients that you have. Yeah, you can look in here and you can see the tile floor on the ground. That's different. But then you look at the walls in this orange and brick, kind of like the outside is. So yeah, they don't decorate the interiors of the houses. If you were curious about that, at least not of the houses that you know, you don't actually have to go inside for. There are some exceptions, and I'm going to get to that a few episodes later, and you'll understand why when we get there. But now Xavier wants a pool, so I kind of just want to like give him orange, just to go with the whole theme of the house. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go a little weird. Blue is kind of an odd choice, but I think he needs a cooler color outside somewhere. Red bricks and orange paint is a lot of bright and warm, so this is gonna tone it down a little bit more. Ooh, I forgot that the mini map was reversed. I need to pay a little more attention to the direction that I'm going. It's not as involved as gardening, which is interesting, and it takes just as much shoveling to dig a hole for the pool as it does for a shrub. But hey, let's give that pool a hug. Let's just give it a nice hug. This is fun, though. Yeah, I like that whole process. I really like how the blue looks against all the other colors that are out here. The reds and the oranges. It really tones things down. So for the sun loungers, I might just go with white. Just because that feels safe. It's neither warm nor cool. It's kind of neutral. And I don't want to pick a wood tone because I feel like dark on dark would be a bad idea. But then having a light color would completely mess with what I did to mute things a little bit more. So yeah, I think white looks really good. And honestly, looking at this backyard now, the house doesn't look so offensive. Maybe that's the whole point of this job. That's a choice though. That's a big choice. That's a lot of orange. But anyway, we're gonna call it quits on this job for now. Thank you, Xavier, for this experience. Cool. So I left the loading screen in there a little bit just so you could see what this used to look like. Because I don't think you really had a proper proper understanding of how much it had changed since the beginning of the game. But yeah, that's what it looked like. It's pretty nasty. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed something a little different. We did a little bit of gardening. That was a lot of fun. Got a little dirty. And there's going to be more of this in future episodes as well. But if you are enjoying this, please let me know in the comments below. And leave a like if you want to. And I'll catch y'all next time.